Good evening, everyone. It's a pretty late night. I'm out here driving around the city of Chicago. It's a beautiful city. If you've never come to Chicago, you guys gotta come. It's beautiful. Hit me up. We'll go out. I'll show you around. It's beautiful. This is day 6 of the 10-day YouTube challenge video. Day 6. And this challenge is brought to you by Keith L. Jones, the coach, and our friend. So today is basically the topic will be basically giving you some knowledge, those of you that are seeking knowledge, what I have to give in return, or paying it forward, I guess, some sort of topic regarding that. I'd like to talk about someone that brought me into a whole nother dimension. This person was the first person to kind of like point me to the right direction regarding a few things that I gained, some knowledge, some tips about becoming successful. I was about 19, I believe, when I got hired at a job. It was a sales job, telemarketing job. I've never worked in a sales job, and I didn't know anything about sales. In fact, I didn't even know much about speaking or anything. But this he didn't hire me. The boss didn't hire me. I was hired by one of his managers. These places, sometimes they hire people, come and go, and they have a big turnaround rate. Like folks come and go, and only the strong survive, I guess. But anyways, so I got hired, and it was a very interesting job. I wasn't good at it, but I kept going. And I would sometimes even come in early and stay late. So I guess, I was trying, and I didn't get fired. About a month later or so, I guess the boss, the owner there, it was a small spot. It was like 15 salespeople. The boss, the owner, or the founder, whatever, he just noticed that I kept coming in early. He didn't really talk much to most people, but he was very reserved, I guess. And he decided to approach me because he had a stack of magazines called Psychology Today, and I was into that. I just grabbed it and would read, and he noticed that. So he decided to approach me, and he's like, "You like that kind of stuff, reading that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he handed me a book and said, "If you like reading those magazines, you'll enjoy this book." And I was like, okay. He gave me the book, and it was called Steps to the Top, or See You at the Top by Zig Ziglar. And long story short, that book really, really changed my whole point of view. Everything just made more sense. The first sentence I read on that book really just was an epiphany for me. The sentence was, and this was during the time where, I just gotta say this, I was very negative. I didn't like people. I hated the world, and I was just mad because so many things had happened in my life, and I was just like a mad, angry person. But when I read this, it really just changed my whole point of view. It was something like this. It said, the most important and decisive factor in life is not what happens to you, but rather what attitude you take towards what happens to you. And I was like, what? That was deep for me back then. It just made me think. And then, from there, things just changed. Everything changed. I was a better person. I started working on myself, and I started searching more about psychology, sociology, and philosophy, and just, I started asking questions, and I was more interested now in life and people and everything. So this person that approached me, his name is Peter Ruderschmidt. He's a German dude. young guy. He, you know, founded this telemarketing company, very successful. He pretty much taught me a lot about sales, psychology, and human behavior, and he introduced me to a lot of books, and that was just a really big change in my life. I would like to say that that was like the biggest change, besides another change that occurred later on in years, but it was a spiritual change. I'll talk about that in another video, I guess. But I wanted to talk about this guy because you know, I don't really tell people much about him, but he really did, you know, point me to the right direction regarding success and sales and things like that. So I'm very happy that he did. And, you know, if he ever hears this YouTube video, you know, I thank you very much, Peter Rushman. Like I said one time in a Christmas dinner banquet we had where he was giving out awards, you know, he was like a father to me. So thank you. And this is the video, day 6, for you guys that are seeking knowledge. You know, pick up a book, man. Books and tapes or CDs or, you know, YouTube videos. Just, there's so much knowledge out there in philosophy, and I really recommend you guys hearing this stuff. Alright, good night, guys. Hope you enjoy the video.